What up traders, what up investors, Ken here from the Dyslexic Investor, and thank you for tuning in for another fantastic video. Today we're going to be doing something slightly different. Instead of just going to Wall Street bets and looking for some crazy YOLO trades, we're going to be going into the community and the people that I know, friends, other traders, people in the Discord, people on the Patreon. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. That's my computer over there. But on the folks that are on the little machine that we connect to the internet to. If you have a really outlandish YOLO play and have a story behind it, definitely come all ahead and join into the Discord and share that story. You can ping me directly via in the Discord client, or just email it in. I have it, the Dyslexic Investor. I have that on the bottom of the screen as well, if you want to email to that as well. So kind of highlight more local folks in the sense of the community, rather than just always going to Wall Street bets as well. So that being said, kicking off the very first time, and a very special person. This guy is it was a crazy move. Again, you probably saw in the thumbnail or the title of that. It's an NIO play. So this the buddy of mine made a very large YOLO play. A little bit of a risky one. Again, a lot of options plays are betting about a little over $5,000 on NIO Call that was expiring on 11/20. As you can see here, I'll be putting up the screenshots while I'll be talking. Basically, it ran from like a couple thousand. He started posting it to me around when it was like 400%, and then I was like, wow, that's a great game, my friend. That's like I should have bought some of that. I should have added to that. But long story short, you can see it continuously goes up. Even into yesterday, it was well over 1,000% gainer on a $1 call option within NIO. So before that, we go into jump into the charts, look at NIO, what the price action is happening today, looking at some of the options markets, and then of course addressing the big elephant in the room of when earnings comes out. You've got to be very mindful again. Anything can happen on that home front, so be very mindful of that. And let's go ahead and just make our way to the charts. All right, let's go. Okie dokie, switching over to the NIO chart. Of course, if you haven't been following NIO, it has been a rocket ship. Over the last week, well, actually, over the past couple months, it's been a rocket ship. Again, the same kind of analysis. We're seeing this very strong move to continue grinding up here. It's been holding that yellow line again as the 21 EMA here on a daily chart. So on a daily chart, you can see that up here has the D for daily. It doesn't mean D for something else. But that, anyways, that being said, we're seeing that 21 EMA continue to hold support, coming down to the 34 maybe once or twice, just a hair here. But this thing has just literally been trying to moon and really just go past the moon, head to Mars, maybe swing around the sun and make its way to the next galaxy. So rather than just kind of hyping this up completely, we're really just looking here strictly on the chart and seeing that large move again from my buddy who's made again well over 1,000%, nearly $60,000 on this trade. Really seeing this move kind of come through here with the 5 and 8 moving averages continue to grind higher here. With this large move higher, usually stocks are kind of hitting some wall of resistance. So we're seeing that wall of resistance finally come in around $42.20. We've just kind of been bouncing around to this. Yes, today we did kind of break through it around that $43 price target, but we kind of came right back off of it. Is this due to people being scared of earnings, people taking profit? I would say yes to both. With earnings coming around the corner about a little bit 10 days out on the 17th, we can definitely see some volatility come into that play. Because again, earnings, if you don't know, is pretty much of a coin flip. Of course, you don't want to be putting in all your cows or all your chips on the table playing into earnings, especially with calls. You can really get annihilated with those. Yes, of course, you can have a Wall Street bets and have a huge boost higher and just continue to rocket. That can happen, but it's doing your due diligence and just being respecting the trend is just to take some chips off the table. Anyways, that being said, we're seeing this kind of, not the wrong word to peter out, but we're seeing this kind of slowly come to a slowdown period. Maybe let the 8 or 5 EMAs kind of catch up. Again, we're talking about that support all the way to the downside. probably around $30. Okay, that's nearly $11 we're above where we're currently at. Okay, and that's well over 20 some odd percent on the way down. So definitely thing as something to be very careful about going forth. Would I be buying in at these prices? It's gonna be very difficult. For my honest opinion, I couldn't buy these at these prices. But that's just how I would look at the situation. Some people have much more risk, just like this individual who made this trade. He has much more of a diamond hands than I would ever have. I somewhat envy him in the sense of being able to hold and have the fortitude to let that really run, because he did a fantastic job on that. It was a great trade. With that movement, going into earnings. So looking at earnings, what we could be looking at with those options moves. So we can look here again. Let me just swing over Tastyworks. So Tastyworks is the trading platform that I use, so we can kind of look on how that options prices really explode. So we're looking here was the 1120 option, the 36 call. Of course, that is in the money now. He bought that basically a week ago for literally $1, and you can just see that exponential map value from basically $1 all the way up to like $7 to the high around $8.50. Pretty phenomenal move, if I may so as well. With options, so what is Tastyworks saying for options for the week of expert or earnings is around $5. It says $4.80. We can kind of compare that to the looking at the chart on the sense on Tastyworks. So Tastyworks sort of thinkorswim is a little bit different. They're a little bit more conservative, so they're looking for around $5.80. So we're literally talking anywhere from a 6 to a 450 move. So that's a pretty large move, if I may say. With NIO, that anything is going to be a large move. It's the you can put whatever you want to put on it. It's the Tesla of China, whatever. You can the Prince of Tesla China. I don't know what the dumb names that people come up with. Anywho, with the let's just call it like a $5 move, where we're currently sitting at would put it around over 45, up to 46, and then to the downside would be basically around $35. And that kind of comes in where the 8 EMA and the parabolic, which is the purple dots, are currently sitting and residing at. With this large move, again, anything can happen. Just be very, very clear on that and get that through your head. No one knows where the stock is going to be going in the next 2 or 3 days, even the next 2 or 3 minutes. Anything can come out. The variables are endless. Yes, there are some probabilities of things happening, but especially with earnings and a run up, that we could get a run into earnings, which is going to be something that we could be seeing. The next overall price target's around $52. Okay, that's going to be on the Fibonacci tree, the sequence that we're looking at here, and that's really what we're going to be looking for, potentially some overhead signs of selling, or the next overhead sign of resistance. To the downside, we're seeing that support again, kind of coming in around that 35.80, and then all the way down to around that $30 price target, where the 21 and 34 EMA currently reside. So that being said, be very careful out there, guys. And if you don't forget, and also remember that if you want to share your YOLO play or an options or a stock trade that really was the largest one that you ever had, or a completely surprise, please go ahead and join the Discord, which is down in the description and the YouTube description here. Go ahead and join. You can ping me directly. You can join the trading channel and just mention me, and you can be able to get in to see if that's a worthwhile thing to post about, share the story, all kinds of fun stuff. Kind of want to be creating newer content instead of just relying on Wall Street bets to help me kind of digest and break down some trades. Because again, would rather hear from people I know and I have a relationship with, rather than just some random guy in his basement making YOLO plays. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for checking this out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe on the way out, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace!